Today we rewind, excuse me, to 1972, a year of a solar eclipse. Singer Carly Simon made famous with a line from one of her hit songs.
That she did for a Northwest suburban dad. It also marks the first time that he became, let's call it an eclipse chaser, now making it a family tradition.
I do have this proudly. It's from the eclipse. It's in French.
John Messerschmidt has been chasing solar eclipses
July 10th
since he was 14.
In Capshot, Quebec.
That's the same one Carly Simon sang
wagon.
The family traveled up to Capshot, Quebec, Canada in July of 1972.
Unfortunately, the phrase we use is clouded out. The clouds were covered up the eclipse.
This only motivated John and his 17-year-old brother to catch the next one a year later. After saving up, doing odd jobs, their parents said yes, allowing them to go all by themselves to Dakar, Senegal in Africa.
We left out of Pier 84 in New York, but it was a different kind of experience. It was aboard the Canberra, which at that time was the 5th largest ocean liner in the world, and on board dubbed as Science at Sea.
Among the guests, none other than famous writer Isaac Asimov and Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. The young teens spent time with both of them.
That was kind of life-changing. It was a pretty incredible experience.
And this time the skies did not disappoint, displaying more than 6 minutes of totality, the longest we'll see until 2150.
To me, it's just kind of breathtaking.
In fact, I think I have pictures.
The allure of witnessing such a rare celestial event has now become a family affair. John and his wife headed to Curacao in the Caribbean and France in '98 and '99.
When you are in the path of totality, it's indescribable. I highly recommend anyone that can get to a path of totality, get to the path of totality, because when it's dark and the birds start chirping, it's really magical, and I was bitten by the bug.
The next opportunity took a while. It was 18 years later, this time with all 3 of their kids missing their first day of high school in 2017. They traveled just outside of Columbia, Missouri for the chance to see what their parents had talked up for years.
It's almost like a moment in a movie. It's spectacular. So getting to be there was a true blessing. I'm very grateful we could all see it together and also not have to go too far.
You're finally looking up at the sun, something you're told never to do ever.
Wow.
And it's just beautiful.
I was 15 at the time, so I guess around the same age that my dad experienced one of his first eclipses, so that was pretty cool.
Because they have like a special filter in them.
The family's excited and prepared to travel again next week, where they'll watch the eclipse from Indianapolis.
But this is all of us looking up.
The kids now are in their early 20s, and they say they wouldn't miss this one, so they plan to leave for Indy early this weekend to beat the gridlock. Also, John's brother is flying in from France to be with them. It will be their 5th eclipse together since they were young boys. Talk about making some cool memories together as a family. It's really special. Remember, when it comes to next week's solar eclipse, we have your front row seat to it all. Our special coverage here on CBS 2 and our digital streaming network begins at 12:30 in the afternoon. Albert Ramon and myself, we're packing up the truck and we're headed to Carbondale so we get to witness totality. It's an event we can't wait for, and we hope you will join us.